Awesome, member. Thank you so much for being here. So today I'm here with another timeless collective tarot reading. And for your current energies, I pulled coagulation, resin, and the androgyny. And I asked, because the androgyny talks about pulling two contradictory things together and creating fluidity, right? And coagulation is about things that can get combined together that we don't really know how they kind of get combined together, and they get combined together and they kind of create like this coagulation, which is almost like this blockage. But I feel like this is your way out, and this is something that you're experiencing in maybe a relationship or something. There's something about you being tangled up in something, attached to something that is coagulating you in some way. It's like blocking you in some way. You'll feel this too. And then, so I asked for the androgyny. I'm like, so like, what are they healing? What are they bringing together, right? And I got the moon, Chiron. So I got the moon, Chiron. Oh, I can't. Wow, come on. I'm sorry, I can't read because my glasses aren't on, so I can't see super far. And calcification. So, and I asked, like, because I was like wondering, okay, because I was like thinking about like, well, my Chiron's in Cancer, and your Chiron basically is the place that you're like, we're most deeply wounded, like where you're gonna find the most tender parts of you, right? And with the moon, paired with the moon, the moon's about mystery, intuition, secrets, things we're trying to gain awareness of, but it's really hard to gain awareness of. And I asked what your Chiron is in, and I got the world. And the world is Saturn. And Saturn is a really difficult energy to deal with because it asks us to show up and be accountable and have endurance and steadiness and discipline and like always working at it and going slow and almost like having a lot of structure. And it kind of like, sometimes it's for creative, it can be for creative types, like kind of like a, what's it called? It grounds you, but it kind of like stifles sometimes creativity. But really, what it's really meant to do, once you learn the lessons of Saturn, which are about what I was just talking about, it actually like fuels the ability to continue the creativity in a way that's actually grounded in reality, right? That's Saturn lessons are like the hardest ones we have. So with all of these energies are extremely, extremely potent and very deep. And in calcification is like something that has kind of, it reminds me again of that blockage, but with this, it's not just, there's a present situation going on that you may be going through that is like on what's happening, right? And then there's like below the surface, which is what I believe these things are, which are all coming together, but not in a bad way. Calcification, right? It gets crushed together, right? I don't know why I'm getting this. It gets crushed together and then it calcifies, and then it's easier to break apart in some way. I don't know if I'm getting that right. I might not be right on that. Like, I really might not, but that's kind of what I'm getting. Anyways, even if I'm not right. And it's about, I'm hearing consolidating these energies within you so that you can, I'm hearing carry out a plan or carry out a way forward. There's a merging of your own energies within you because of a situation that you're going through, and it's really tough. Like you have the moon, Chiron, you have Saturn here, you have really, really big energies and coagulation and calcification and even resin, right? It's like almost like a residue got, so like, okay, so like when we go through things as children, right? Whatever we go through kind of, obviously shapes us and, affects us. And if you've been through things that have been really, like if you felt like you didn't belong, or if you were bullied, or like any kind of trauma, because trauma is always subjective, but because to each person's different, right? Everyone's different. What might be sensitive to you might not be sensitive to someone else, and vice versa, right? I don't know where I was going with that. But, oh, yes. So there has been a buildup, a calcification, resin, coagulation because of something that happened in your past that is affecting and I'm being brought out by the situation that you're going through now. It's almost like this situation's happening so that you can get deeper and understand yourself deeper, find more power in your knowledge, and also just be more intuitively, and but it's not it's like, yes, idealistically and intuitively, yes, but then there's like this other side that you, I feel like, are strengthening, and it's this part of you that's like, and I'm hearing grit, resilience. I'm seeing someone riding on a bike really, 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 really fast. Hold on, give me a second. There's a race going on. I don't know what I'm getting. I feel like you're facing off with something. That's what I'm seeing. So I saw the bike you were going really fast, and then it you did it like a turn right and turn and face somebody or something, and you're like determined. So I don't know if there's something or someone that you're confronting, or that you're ready. Like, it's almost like you were running right from something, and then you like did a massive U-turn, split second, turned and faced it. So I don't know, whatever you're dealing with, it almost feels like there's a resolution coming or happening. It's going to happen if you're feeling like you're not there yet. This is what I'm getting. It's like you're getting to the point of resolving something that's been a long time staple in your life, but also a long time wound is being healed. And so when that's happening, I just want to reiterate, and I think Spirit does too, just to remember to bring compassion to yourself, because also what this was talking about was like Chiron is our most wounded places, like, right? Mine's in Cancer, so it's like about not feeling like I belong at home. Like, what was mine? I was reading it right now. The feeling of not being safe, nurtured, or truly at home. Emotional safety, being shamed, neglected, or overwhelmed when you needed comfort. Mothering and nurturing, wounds around the mother figure, and also the part of you that longs to be mothered. Belonging, feeling like the outsider emotionally, or like your needs for tenderness were too much. So that's mine, but I do feel like it has something to do with this reading. Like, you may resonate with some of these things that I'm saying, but it says, in healing, Chiron in Cancer becomes the great healer of hearts, someone who knows how to hold others in safety, tenderness, and deep compassion, because you felt what it's like to go without. You become the mother you never had, not just for others, but most importantly for yourself. So what this to me is saying is there's something that you're feeling, there's something that you feel like you know, and you're being told that you don't know it by somebody or something, or the past, or your head, but there's something that you know in your heart that you can't shake, and it's causing you to face whatever this is. I'm seeing the Tower, so I don't know if something happened between you and somebody else or something else, but it's caused you to almost have to turn around and face it at this point. It's becoming too much in your face, is what I'm hearing Spirit say. It's becoming too difficult to maintain. I'm seeing the Sustainer card. My readings lately have been about walking away from cycles that and people that are draining, shady, not good for you. That's kind of been the theme lately, so I do feel a little bit of that theme here. I keep just telling myself like it must be the theme that we're all going through. I also seeing other readers do it too. I don't know why I really want to bring this up. 13 Moon Tarot is so amazing. I absolutely adore her, and I just love the way she reads, and I think that there may be a reading in there for you. She talks a lot about this stuff, so if you're going through some type of betrayal, or feeling like you need a message, even, because she just came out with this one that was like, if you need a message, like, if you've been asking for a message, here it is. Like, go watch that reading if you feel called. I don't know why that's coming through, but there must be something there for you to watch if you feel called to do it. Okay. What do I want to pull next? There may be a want to analyze this into oblivion. And there's something about the thought space that's becoming difficult to... It's almost like I see the thought space becoming a little bit overwhelming. It doesn't matter if you're an air sign, but you could have a lot of air in your chart for some of you. But there's something about whatever the situation is causing your mind to be racing, or having a lot of thoughts, or feeling really like, even it could be the other way too, feeling really numb, feeling really like out of it even, or depressed. But I definitely feel like the sword space for, like, especially with the tarot, it's about thoughts. The thought space, I'm seeing 3 of hearts. I'm seeing 3 of swords. That's funny that I said 3 of hearts. That's cute. Three of Swords. There's some type of poon? That was weird. There's some type of pain that's being, there's some type of pain that's being, like, I'm seeing the swords being pulled out of the Three of Swords. There's some type of pain that you're releasing, and the only way we're able to release pain is by feeling it. And there's I just keep coming back to this point. There's something that you're learning, or you're learning, or you're about to learn, or a truth that you are coming to. And I definitely feel like it's not just about you, it's about somebody else or something else, some place even. For some of you, it could be a workspace, just realizing like, wow, I really like, I'm not being treated right here, or I'm being overworked, right? Or I'm not being taken care of in some way, or I'm not being compensated in some way. But there is something about an imbalance of power. And I think that through whatever you're moving through, you may have felt like, if you were dealing with a person, let's just go with an example. If you're dealing with a person and you seriously felt like the dynamic was where you were powerless and the other person was more powerful in some way, or has some type of hold on you, that is being released. I'm seeing the bond being weakened, but not like like weakened over time. But there's something about I don't know, I'm gonna say this. I see like a truck and it's burning on fire and it's falling on the bond, like, you know, the energetic bond between you two, and it's like an explosion. So if you're going through something where you had something chaotic happen, or having something chaotic happen, it's to break a bond that needs to be broken. And it could be, again, it doesn't have to be to a person, it could be to a thought form. It's to break a bond in some way, an attachment that is unhealthy for you, so that you're able to move forward and move freely, is what I'm hearing Spirit say. It's almost like, I feel like you were always meant to find this out, and you found it out, and now that you found it out, it's like, is it like, I don't see, this is the thing, I feel like there's the question of, are you going to listen to your intuition, right? Like, that's always a question, right? But it's like, you can't not. It's hit you too hard. It hit you in a way, right? This is what I'm feeling. It hit you in a way that you can't ignore anymore. It's almost like, you know, okay, so like another example. So like, let's say you're seeing someone and then you like have some things happen and you sweep it under the rug and you sweep it under the rug and you sweep it under the rug, because it's like small things here and there, right? But then it's like big things start happening and then you sweep those under the rug, and then this, it's like almost like there's so much stuff under this rug between either you and a person, or you and a thing, or you and your own thoughts in some way. But I don't think it's about you and yourself. I mean it is, but I think it's more about another person. It's almost like there's so much stuff under the rug that like you can't fit anything else under there. It's like the rug is like being like, you know, exploding with, and then all the stuff that you buried between you is still there, right? But it's almost like this one last thing comes and rips because it's too big, it like rips the, oh my god, I don't even know what I'm doing with this, but it's funny, it's coming through this way. It rips the rug off the freaking floor, and you're like left with all of the stuff, and if you've been in some way burying that, right, burying the feelings around it too, right, and that is like so human and so normal, because we always want to believe the best in people, and we always want to try to make things work. And I don't know about you, I'm a fixed sign, so I have a really hard time just giving up on people and relationships. But after a while, like once it gets pretty bad, then it's like, okay, I gotta get out of here, right? Like, this is not good for me, right? And I do feel like it's similar in some way. Yeah, there is a feeling of indecision around closing a cycle or not. I get this feeling like you know the truth, but you don't know the truth in some way. Okay, let's see what's going on. Yeah, Five of Cups, that's what I'm feeling. There's a lot of grief here that you're feeling, a lot of pain. Five of Cups, but you know, I always hate this when ChatGPT always says this to me about the Five of Cups. She's always like, there's 2 cups behind you that you can't see, right? But they're still there. You're looking at the 3 cups you lost, but there's 2 full cups behind you that you can look at, right? And I do think that is some of the advice here. It's like, I think that maybe whoever I'm speaking to has spent so much thoughts and so much energy and so much time and so much emotional turmoil over maybe one person or one thing, that it has gotten to the point where it has hurt. It's just like bringing you down all the time. And it's like that, focusing on that when it seems to be no solution that is really actually readily available to heal, because I do believe you try to heal this many, many times with whoever this is or whatever this is. I get the sense that you put so much into it, but now you're at the spot where you're like, I literally can't. I literally have nothing else to give, one, and two, it would be like, it's not just, it would be stupid to do. It would be, what word am I looking for? I'm hearing a lot of things. It would be, I'm hearing imprudent, to continue, because it's like, it's so unfair. It's so off kilter now. When you met this person, I don't know how long it's been that maybe you've been with this person, but when you met this person, you might have been in a completely, I mean, this happens with a lot of people, you might have been in a completely different space than you are now, and you've learned so much. I feel like whoever this person was, has taught you so much, but I don't get that it's in like a fun way. I get that it's in like a crash course in a karmic relationship, is what I'm hearing. And karmic relationships are always there to teach us about ourselves, to teach us about all of the things that I was talking about, the moon, Chiron. They're supposed to bring out your deepest wounds so that you can actually heal them, so that you can actually, because Chiron also talks about once you heal, right? Which is what it was saying. Once you heal these things, once you've worked through some of these things, you can become a person that helps other people, right? And I do think that there's something that you want to do, or you want to expand in some form or area of your life, and it's almost like I feel like an itching now to get there. You may have been not as receptive to this before, because you were kind of dealing with this whole other thing that you were going through, but now I feel like your attention, like once you face this, your attention turns into a completely different direction, and you go in a completely different direction. I feel like there's something else. If you're still in Two of Swords and really big indecision, there's information coming in from someone or something. There's some truth coming out. It could have come externally. I'm hearing dreams. I'm hearing visions. But the hard part with that is, right, let's say you have an intuition that someone's doing something behind your back, but you have no proof, right? It's like, how do I say this? Do you really need the proof at this point? That's what Spirit's saying. Do you really need the proof? Do you really? Like with how much has happened is kind of what I'm hearing. Do you really need any more proof? And I just, yeah. Okay. The Tower and the Moon. Guys, this is what I'm trying to explain. I'm like, and I'm doubting myself. And it's like, are you doubting yourself that you know what you know? Because you know something. You know something. You know it. Like, you know it. There, you feel it at a visceral level. Like, it's like you can't ignore it anymore. Again, getting that feeling. Yeah, the tower has fallen because of something hidden under the moon. There's something under the moon. And this can be read two ways, right? There's a tower because someone has been hiding something and information is coming to light. Or there's a tower because you feel like, yeah, the tower and the moon is like, God, you know what? I'm going to look this up really quick because I know what it means, but I really want... and the moon. Okay. Sorry, guys. Should have just paused it. Sorry, guys. Yeah, something in your life is crumbling, illusions, false security, unhealthy relationships, or ways of seeing yourself. Spirit saying what you thought was stable was built on shaky ground. It must fall so truth can come. Yeah, so fears, illusions, and subconscious patterns may surface. People may feel lost or not know what's real. Spirit is guiding them to trust intuition, dreams, and subtle signs. I was just saying that. Yep, okay. I just wanted to be like sure. I was getting all of the reading out of it. Okay, so then I pulled up part of the deck and I got 6 of Wands and the Hanged Man. Okay, so like, let's say you're in a situation and you feel like you can't fully walk away yet because of logistics, because of you're still trying to figure it out, you're still trying to, you're trying to figure it out, right? Spirit saying, pause it. Just even if you can take a break. This is about gaining a higher perspective. Spirit is wanting you to dig into. What do you want them to dig into? Stillness. Spirit wants you to sit in stillness, which I know is so hard. stillness, because there's so much better out there for you is what I'm hearing. It's like almost like I feel like this urgency of like, these deserve so much better. Like, I don't know. It's such an interesting protective feeling that I'm feeling for you. You also could have somebody else in your life that's pretty protective of you. They don't feel like they're out in the open as much as they could be. Okay. Support and community could be really important right now. I mean, it always is really important, but really genuinely more important now. And maybe you get this feeling that you don't want to reach out because you're hurting. Reach out anyways. I'm terrible at that, so like, you know, I should follow my own advice. 6 of Swords we got. Let's see what else we got. I feel like there's more stuff. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. 3 of Wands, King of Cups, King of Wands, King of Cups, and King of Wands. I was just talking about 2 different people that could be in your life right now. King of Cups and King of Wands on the horizon. Collecting information, Page of Swords, 8 of Wands, the Hanged Man again. Okay, hold on. One second. 6 of Cups, yeah. Whoa. All right, hold on. The Emperor, Knight of Swords again. The Moon again, Knight of Cups, King of Pentacles. We've got 3 kings here. And wait, we've got 3 kings. We don't have the King of Swords. We've got King of Pentacles, King of Cups, King of Wands, and the Emperor. You know what? This is reminding me of. This is reminding me of the Emperor. Okay, so what the Emperor is, okay? Empathy. The Emperor is a card of structure, authority, having an empire, being like almost like the King of Kings, right? Like it's all 4 kings combined, right? And I think that if I'm talking, how do I say this? Okay, I'm getting 2 different things because I feel like, okay, no, the offering. I was feeling that too. There could be someone coming in and giving you an offering because we have the 3 of Wands and then what's incoming is the King of Cups and the King of Wands. And 8 of Wands, which can be communication. Could be getting communication from somebody. That's what I'm feeling a little bit. I'm hearing the offering of the Moon. I'm hearing hidden ties. What am I getting right now, Spirit? That's really weird. Okay. Okay, hold on one second. Hold on one second. All right. I feel like I want something else. What do I want? What is the deal? What am I? Oh, am I supposed to be going with these? Is that why you wanted me to do that? I went upstairs and I'm like, you want me to get a different deck? I'm like, and they're like, yeah. I'm like, okay. All right, hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I'm taking a minute. Give me one second. What's going on? Talk to me. What do I need to say? What do I need to say? Yeah, okay. Interesting. Really interesting. Okay. Okay. This is what I'm getting, because that's what I was getting, but I didn't know. So there's two people that could be coming in to, so 3 of Wands is on the horizon. Then you have King of Cups, King of Wands. Then I got the offering card, right? Which was right here, but it's gone. There was an offering card, and then also with the Emperor. And 6 of Swords, like moving to calmer waters, okay? I just pulled 8 of Pentacles with the King of Cups again, with a new beginning. A new beginning with the King of Cups. Movement, right? And also communication to the 2 of Cups, which is a possible relationship or a possible connection coming in for you. There's a possible connection coming in for you that I'm hearing that could help you. It's somebody, okay, so King of Cups is somebody who is a master of their emotions, who knows how to move with the flow and move with the flow of emotions without getting swept up in it. It's almost like fixed water almost. That's what it's like. It's like Scorpio energy. Cuz it's more grounded. Like the king whoever this is that I'm talking about feels really grounded but stable emotionally, but not because they ignore their emotions, but because they know how to deal with them, or they've learned different tools. I'm hearing learn different tools. It's going to help you move to calmer waters. And the Nine of Pentacles was in reverse. I do want to look at why the Nine of Pentacles was in reverse. Why was the Nine of Pentacles in reverse? The Five of Swords. You're collecting information on someone who's hurting your finances, hurting your resources, hurting your energy, making you feel like you're not worth anything. There could be a subtle form of manipulation around money with somebody. For some of you. Ace of Wands. What's this Ace of Wands about? Ooh, the Seven of Swords in reverse with the Five of Wands in reverse. Hold on. So we have collecting information about someone who's being deceptive, trying to win at all costs, selfish, creates conflict, it's like almost going to war, right? And that's causing the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, right? But then we have the Ace of Wands, right? And the Ace of Wands brings Seven of Swords and Five of Wands in reverse. It's almost like you collecting information about how this person's really hurting your worth, and seeing how they create conflict and they're actually really selfish, and seeing through the mask. Okay, that's Seven of Swords in reverse. I got Seven of Swords in reverse in my yesterday reading. I swear it's like my readings have been going like a theme of a progression of a story almost, because I keep getting the similar themes, but it's a little bit different each time. So I might be just talking to a couple of specific people. I hope it resonates with you guys. Three of Swords on the back of the deck. Hold on, there's something else here. What's a Seven of Swords and Five of Wands in reverse? Like what is this? How is this happening? What is this? Three of Wands. Incoming. Remember we were just talking about incoming King of Cups. Three of Wands. What's Three of Wands? What's incoming? Ace of Swords, the truth. So I was trying to explain. I was just saying that. This truth is coming in hot. On the horizon. It's on the horizon. If there's a truth you're really, really, really wanting to know, and you really, really want to know it, it's coming out. It's coming out. It's coming out. There's no way it's not coming out. It's about a relationship. We have Queen of Cups too. Hold on. A relationship with the King of Cups. We just were talking about the King of Cups. You could also be starting a new relationship with, because Queen of Cups just came out with the Four of Wands and a major truth. Okay, King of Cups was on the horizon with an offering. Then you release on the horizon again. You figure out the truth about something. You release the illusion around, or illusion around somebody that's causing illusions. You release that. You see it for what it is. That's what I'm trying to say. You see it for what it is. Then you have the what is this Four of Wands with the Queen of Cups? What is this? Okay, we got Queen of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, the World, and the Lovers. Hold on. I feel like whatever you're dealing with is so complicated. I'm starting to keep getting farther away because I'm like, there's so many cards down. All right. Okay. Queen of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. Making a decision to walk away. Yeah, making a decision to walk away from... There's multiple people here, guys. We had the King of Cups, Queen of Cups. Now we have the Queen of Pentacles. And the Lovers. Some of you could be dealing with a third-party situation, like no joke. The Wheel of Fortune on the back of the deck with the Hermit. Okay. Yeah. There's a thought. There's a juggling decision on whether to walk away from something or not. But the truth is coming out on the horizon. Once the truth comes out, there's a decision that you're going to make about an investment that you had to walk away, close the cycle in a lover's connection. And it possibly also could be that you're walking away from something different and you're moving towards a different relationship or a better relationship. That's what I'm getting. Okay. I don't know why that had to be so complicated, but I think that there's like a lot of deception involved and a lot of people involved, but I really love this combination. This is like awesome. 7 of Swords in reverse is like deception, like being like illuminated, the truth no matter what. And you got the Ace of Swords clarifying this, which is a major truth coming out. The 5 of Wands is like releasing conflict with other people, like releasing the burden of fighting, like not fighting for something anymore. There's something you're not fighting. There's something that's coming out that is gonna make you like, you're not ever gonna fight for this again. Like you're gonna be done. Like that's how I'm feeling. So if you're really running to get out of something, then that's what's could be happening. And yeah, okay. That's what I'm gonna say about that. All right. Can I get the advice? I actually would really love to get some advice because I feel like this is so complicated and convoluted and coagulated. There's a lot of moving pieces and parts that are smushed together, and there's a lot of inner conflict happening with you and another person, and possibly between you two, or like a place or I don't know. I don't know what it is for you. I always want to know. I'm like, I want to know what it actually is to see, like, so I can get more context, but it's because it's general, so it's not like that, you know? Okay. Your advice is against nature. I'm going to have to look that one up. The new pearl. So this coagulation and this calcification, it's almost, and resin, it's all like these things that are kind of like sticky and very hardening and very like smushy, like I don't know how to explain it. It's like, and those like, and it like leaves residue on everything. Like it reminds me so, oh my gosh, so where I usually channel is up in the back house, and we didn't know there was mushrooms growing through the cracks so badly until it rained, and then all of a sudden this explosion of mushrooms comes, and it covers all of my equipment, all of my cards. Like I spent so much time trying to make that place really beautiful. And I was devastated by the mushrooms, right? And it left this resin, and it kind of like not ruined the space. I mean, of course we're going to fix it, but like it ruined the space. And there's something that somebody did or something caused a resin of like chaos and pain and hurt to kind of cloud over your life. That's kind of what I'm getting. And I see you almost like, again, I see the pearl, right? Like, because that's what happens with a pearl. Like it's getting moved around and it's getting smushed, like, you know, not smushed around, but it's getting like corroded. It corroded, and calcification reminds me of corrosion in some way. And I think that the advice is to feel your feelings, let the truth be the truth, and let it transform you. Like it's transforming you anyways, but it's almost like give yourself permission to transform. Give yourself permission to move. Give yourself permission to feel. Give yourself permission to do whatever it is that you need to do, no matter what anyone else thinks. I feel like, I don't know who I'm talking to, but I feel like you might have been making moves, like at least with one person or just one specific area of your life, or just something that was like you're making moves, and it was like from the moon, from a wounded space, right? So it's like you're not just healing whatever it is you're going through with the current situation, you're healing something really deep with this, and you're becoming a new pearl because you're doing the great work, right? The great work. I want to look up what's against nature. I honestly don't even know if I've ever even read this card on this book. Hold on. LX. You want me to read it, guys? I don't know if you guys ever want me to read stuff, so I don't know if I should. I also read like way too quickly and get nervous, so there's that too. You're really easy to talk to is what I'm trying to say. Okay, against nature, willfulness to force or control. Okay, hold on. So it's like forcing certain outcomes, trying to control the uncontrollable, because nature has its own way, enveloping us in a wild narrative that we can collaborate in but not dictate. So it's almost like this card heeds a warning not to fight the flow of Mother Nature or of destiny. Once we loosen the grip of what we think life should look like, a whole new realm of possibilities awakens. Now is the time to be radically open to what nature has in store for you. There's something that's calling to you, that's coming on the horizon. The truth is coming on the horizon to help you break down something that has been old, has been deep, that has been deeply buried within you, and it's also a very difficult situation in the 3D that you're dealing with too. So it's like a double whammy, which usually it is if you're going through some really hard things. Usually, or it can tie into the past. It doesn't have to, but it can. So Spirit's asking you to go with the flow, to not fight to maintain. Let's say, okay, so example, not to fight to maintain a relationship that's hurting you so much, or not to maintain something that you don't feel good about anymore, or asking you to let go. It's almost like almost like a surrendering to the transformation, a surrendering to the corrosion that's happening, that needs to happen, that the breakdown that needs to happen to be open to new, to be able to move to the next chapter, right? I feel like, I don't know if you felt stuck for a very long time, but that's the feeling I'm getting. And what's happening on the horizon is gonna probably be painful, which is not something I want to say, because that might not be true for all of you. It might not even be true for any of you. Who knows, right? But what was I saying? Let go, surrender. I think that what's happening next could be painful. That's what I'm trying to say. Could be painful, but because it's a tower, right? And it's chaos, and it's stuff that's really deeply buried, right? But it's meant for your higher good. It's gonna help you, and it's gonna free you, and you're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, wow, like I can't believe I went through that one and survived it, but I can't believe I didn't really like totally see like what I was doing, or what the person was doing, or how it was really like, and I really wanted it. So here's the thing. When we get in relationships, right, we sometimes can project our fantasies sometimes. A lot of us, especially I do too, project our fantasies of how we feel who they are is, right? And then when we have evidence that's to the contrary, that's telling us that's not actually who this person is, right? It's hard to swallow, because our fantasy is that we want things to be a certain way, and to believe in them in a certain way, and to love this person and to be with them. And if things start breaking down or stop looking like that and it's not working, then we can't really remain in the fantasy of that. And I feel like whatever this is that's happening or happened or about to happen is going to basically shatter the illusion of the fantasy that you had about somebody or something. Like, that's what I'm genuinely getting. But I also get the sense that you're tired and you're willing. It's almost like you're like willing to like, okay, yeah, I'll do it. Like, I would much, like, for me personally, I would much rather know the truth than to be living in a relationship that is a lie, that does not have my best interest at heart, but I think that they do. Like, no. I don't want that for you either, of course. But I also don't want you to judge yourself if you've been in a relationship like that, or if you were in a relationship like that, or if you did trust people and they really hurt you like that, you know? Whatever you're going through is really difficult and painful, and I just want to commend you for your tenacity. I'm hearing Spirit say tenacity, your resilience, your grit, your ability to keep fighting for yourself when all the odds are stacked against you, kind of like is what I'm hearing Spirit say. It's like all the odds are stacked against you on this one, and I feel like you're coming out on top, and justice is being served is what I'm hearing. And not like justice is like the other person's going to get something bad happening to them. I mean, justice is, and the truth is going to come out, and you're going to get to make the decision you need to make to move forward. Like, this person has purposely kept you stuck, or this thing has purposely kept you stuck for a long time on purpose. And it's like, you didn't see it, and that's okay, or you didn't realize the extent or whatever, right? Because it feels good, right? I mean, mostly, sometimes it feels good. Anyways, I'm getting off on a tangent. The advice is to give yourself time. The advice is to take time from a person if they are, stop giving energy if you can to this person, or lessen the contact, because I think the more distance you get from whatever situation this is, definitely I'm getting confirmation, if you get more distance from this situation, the more clearly you're going to see. Because if you're around somebody that is purposely manipulating you, has the ability to do it well, is in a shadow energy but hiding that shadow energy, it's easy to be convinced by someone, especially if you don't want to believe what you're feeling the truth is. And I get that there's some situation that you're feeling like that with. And so it's easier for you if you can remove yourself so that you can see clearly, to get space from the situation, to gain a higher perspective, to feel all the feelings, to see how you actually feel and get connected to how you actually feel. Because people never realize how, like a lot of people, not all people, but a lot of people do not realize how much energy can affect you. Like I am a person that is affected by energy so much. Like I'm super sensitive to it. And if I'm around somebody all the time that is a certain way, I start becoming more like them, because I'm like, their energy is affecting me and my energy is affecting them, and it kind of becomes a thing, right? And so if you've been around a person that's in the Seven of Swords, the Moon, the Five of Swords, the Five of Wands, then it can be really hard to see the truth. I'm gonna go. That's all I have for you. Thank you guys so much, and I know I'm like cutting it soon, but I gotta go. But like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.